afternoon, educators. I hope your week is going fine. I want to congratulate as many of us that have been able to log in and are beginning to work on their Unit 1 and 2 on Google Learning Platform. As part of the promise I made that I was going to make some videos to make up for the orientation um, meeting we had that we couldn't cover so much because of internet. So this will be my first video, and this is the first because a few people have had issues with setting up their account on the Google platform. So I thought to start with that. I will in this sample I would use both my phone and my laptop because I know a lot of us use either of these devices. So I'll start and I'll put them side by side. So the first thing to do, if you go through, if you remember what I taught in the class, or you go through the examples and the steps I gave in the classroom, which is what I'm displaying on my screen right now, the first thing to do is to go to this domain, this URL edu.exceedlms.com. So I've gone to that on my phone, and I have gone to that on my laptop. So if you haven't set up an account prior to now, let's start with the laptop. This is what you will see. You will click on this and it will prompt you to select or to log in with an email account. So for this, I would use one of the accounts that I've never used before so that I can use that to demonstrate for you guys. Alright, so I'll use this student one. You would need to log in. Um, it will prompt you to use your password and username if your account is not signed into your browser already. And immediately you do that for the first time, as it is for new people, it will pick your first name and last name according to your email, and you'll be expected to fill out all of these details. You can fill out according to your own desire. And then you submit, you accept, and then you register. Once you register, it brings you to a page, and that is where I will switch to an account that I have already signed up with, which is this. It brings you to this page. You would already be logged in. So now that I have had an account that I created, I will log in with that account, and you would accept terms and services. Oh, it's still student one, so I need to sign out that student one because I signed in. So I'll log out. And this time around I'll choose an account that I had already signed up in. That's this account. Once you do create your account, it brings you to this place. I think I've done this earlier. Alright, let's just go through this since it's asking me to do that. You select your time zone, so I will choose GMT plus 8, GMT plus 1, West Africa. English, that's my email. Country, you put in your country. um, I am above this. You put the name of your school, or you can use TTC if you want, whatever, just fill it up. You put your position. You can put a recovery email. I'm using my personal email as my recovery. I'm a chronos. No, I am not. You click on that. Phase of education, higher education, and that's it. You accept the terms and then you register. It brings you to this page. Like I said, that's the first page it brings you in, and you see your profile here. um, Once it brings you here, we are particular about we have a particular subject or training in mind. You can do the search and type fundamental, and let's see if that will come up. So if you search for fundamental training, it immediately comes up and you can select it and you'll be done. Otherwise, you can go back. Let's say I'm back at the home page. I can click on browse for educators, Then you can search the topic here, or you can scroll down. Sorry, for educators. So for all topics, let's go for educators. Okay, so this is limiting in some instance, but so you can do the search here. I'll show us another example of how um, in some instance it will list out all the subject under for educators and you'll be able to select it. So you do the search at the top here, fundamental, you select it, and once you do, the way to verify that this is correct is that you will see under the description, you will see that you have Google Certified Educator Level 1. If you have been able to get to this point, then you are good to go, and the task will be to complete Unit 1 and 2. Now I'll move to my phone and we'll try it again on the phone. It's the same process. You go to the URL on your phone, you go to the URL, you sign in, you select an account to sign in with. Again, I would choose the account that I already have. If you have not signed in before, it will prompt you to register and then to sign in. Once you do, it brings you here again. You can see Discover Live, and you can use the search icon at the top to search for fundamentals, or you can also try clicking on the three dots, selecting browse, and then let's see, you select for educators. Okay, this also brings you into two. The one I used during the class allows you to scroll up and down. Let's see if we for this. It allows you to scroll. So this time around, you can search also. Search for fundamentals. You click on search, and once you do, it's also going to bring you to this same page, fundamental training. You click on it, and you are able to see the same thing. So this is how you sign up. For those of us that if we get to this point and we go to browse and we go to browse, if it brings you to for educators and it lists out much more subjects, you can scroll to the bottom part and you will find fundamental. But if you are on this page and it only shows two, then you can use the option to search, type fundamental, and you should be done. This is the first video. Subsequent video will come in, and I look forward to meeting you on Saturday by 2 p.m. Please try as much as possible to go through Unit 1 and 2 because that's where we'll start from. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you on Saturday.